So I changed my mic a little bit. I adjusted the compressor and I raised the gain on the actual dial. So hopefully get some better results there. Feel a little better today, so not as sick. Gonna be trying to draw this kind of like stylized demon chick. I feel like it might be too high though, so I might lower the volume. Maybe listen to my own stream, maybe that'll help. And I could see if it's too loud. Oopsie. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. That sounds fine to me. Does it always drop like that? It like hiccups every couple of seconds. Hmm. So I did a new setup as well where I have the keyboard on top of these makeshift uh, glove boxes so that I can raise it above my side of my screen tablet. I don't actually use the screen, I just use the tablet itself so it doesn't get hot and I could still use the bigger surface area. So far it feels better and also doesn't jab the side of my arm when I use the mouse. So far it's okay. I think part of it was being sick, so I couldn't really focus on things very long. But I think part of it also was this new setup where it's very strenuous to stay in this position, so maybe this will help as well. Alright, so let's start drawing here. I'm going to be really lenient with my timer, so I'm not going to start it for a while. Which is kind of cheating, but I have music going, but I just don't have it streaming because I don't want it to get blocked. I'm doing the background color. Oopsie. Okay. Whoa, what the? Why was it so faint? Oh, it was that little thing. I think it's like when I lightly tap it or quickly tap it, it doesn't do a full color thing. Might be more accurate over here. Yeah. It's gonna color fill these folds. This is also like a weird kind of bug that I don't fully understand why it happens. I'm not going to do the gradient this time. I might add the gradient later. I forgot the hotkeys. It's been feels like it's been a week. Just been so sick. I'm gonna I think in the reference it's pretty dark and then it gets lighter in the middle. I'm gonna favor the lighter side, I think. So let's save that. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we're fine. I thought I forgot to save the other images and messed up, but we're good. Um, I'm gonna work with the blue on. Wait, isn't this broken? Oh, okay, it's over here. Okay. Save this. Oh, and also the clicking might be louder because I think the keyboard has a body, like a hollow box to resonate through. So you get this exceptionally loud keyboard sound. Okay, turn this off there. Let's go later. Turn this on. Let's weaken it. Actually, let me try something. I'll weaken it. And let's try the eraser tool. Go white. So yeah, I think this works. Okay. So I have two separate brushes with two different strengths. Just what I wanted. That, yeah. Cool. Yeah, this is good. I just have to memorize to switch between them instead of color picking, because that's my habit. Okay, so I want to try to fill this space quite a bit. Drawing like the arc of the wings there. I think the top of the head's like right there. The head's really small compared to the whole thing. Arcing this way. Trying to draw this in as many straight angles as possible. And I think it's more accurate or more easy to measure instead of starting to arc a lot. So trying my best not to use curves yet. I think one thing that I think bugs me is the head's so small, so you can't really fit detail in the whole thing, in the face. Which makes it unexciting a little bit, but it's good practice for like trying to draw the clothing and the shapes and trying to understand like the flow of things. And it's like good practice to draw like the whole figure versus just like a portrait or a bust. Hmm. I haven't used the erase for a while, and it's actually really nice. This hand comes down. The thigh looks really weird right here. Something feels really off there. I feel like it's kind of like that. This hand comes down like this. There's a lot of noise happening there. It's like a continued line there. Comes up this way. The shape's pretty thick. And there's like another shape that echoes. Ow! I was resting my foot. I was like, my whole leg was resting on my foot that was laying sideways and now it's sore. Hmm. Is this angle okay? Should I darken this? Should I fill it with dark? I don't think so. Let's try not to. This comes lower. I'm like chopping the corners, rounding it there. This angle feels. This let's try to fix the thigh a little so this comes in more, I think. Uh, let's say the knee's right there. This I could probably try draw this the stalking angle. This feels weird. This bottom part. Let's look at the angles of the things there. This comes out far. This looks kind of weird. Let's see, this comes in more. I wonder, can I do this? Oh, no. So it retains the brush size with the eraser and the brush. I thought I could like dynamically switch between two sizes, but it just memorizes one, which is kind of situational. It's kind of good both ways. I'm gonna start my timer. Okay. Let's try to solve this problem here. It feels like very bulky, I guess. Maybe I'll like customize it and change it. Potentially, I'll make it worse. Maybe we change the angle of this. Oh, my cat's here. I gotta let her out. Let's see. Point one. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna rinse my rag real quick to wipe my monitor. Changing songs right now, looking for a song. See if I can find some house music. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just making this thinner. I think reducing the bulky. A lot of pointy parts on this. Why does this area look so bad? This area. I wonder why. This angle maybe needs to be more. Hmm. Using a thinner pencil right now. Hmm. This area maybe is too thick. Hmm. It's like a interesting design there. Is it okay that I do like a scratchy erase like that? I don't really know if that's good or bad. What if I switch the color of the cursor to green? So it's like red is erase and green is go. Like stop go. And maybe that helps me a bit more. It's more contrasty, so maybe yeah, it feels a little more intuitive. This wrist is way too long. I need to bring it in closer, I think, so let me pull that away. It's like maybe it starts over here. Like right here. Oops, I switched the color. There. Um, just adding some clutter noise there. This lower part feels really bad. Do this. And this kind of comes this way. And I think the back's too thick. I'm just rounding it out there. Like that. Hmm. Let me turn this on. So the racing isn't as hard. Hmm. I think I lost the shape of the head. Let's go lighter in strength. Oh god, what did I do? Oh. I actually keep switching the color to white, and I don't need to. Let's see. See if we can erase this back, and then we'll add it back again and try to do it better. See if I can lower the strength here. Should probably start adding the like line where things go. That looks so bad. And again, there's like no space for this detail, so a lot of it's kind of like it'll be hard to squish detail in because it's so small, like overall. So it's like not good to stay working on the face. I think the angle's bad. Okay, that looks so bad. Okay. Comes this way. Comes this way. This closes. We can kind of do something interesting with the nose here. That. Okay, and then this connects, so like the hairstyle changes back there. The head looks too small compared to the body. Let's raise the strength of the, oh, let me see. This area looks really bad. Let me think here. I think like it would come up to here maybe. This would go away. So it's much thinner, I think. Because it's thinner, it looks longer and taller because it's thinner. So I think that could help. Also, I'm going to try to reduce some of the curviness, so I'm going to make everything more vertical. So this line gets more vertical. This back line's vertical more. I'll make this top go in more like this. Hmm. There's a pendulum here, or a pendulum pendant, and then let's draw an invisible line. It goes this way. So like that. And then it starts down back here actually. So the size of the torso is like this big. The arm can come in much more now, so let's turn up the eraser a bit more and kind of redo this one. Let's see. So I'm gonna pretend draw like the shoulder. And it comes out like this. Looks like it's flatter. And they have like a curve. It's like a really sharp turn there. Hmm. Yeah. This. How should I do this one? Not sure. I'll just get it pretty simple there, and then got like armor plate here. Here. I'm gonna erase away a lot of this here. So I'm like ignoring everything below. Hmm. Line down the middle. This comes in more. This curves down. And then this is like the crotch. I'm not gonna darken it. I'm gonna do that in color layer. Hmm. This arm feels weird, but I'll leave it for now. So erase back this area. Shoulder, I want to bring it in. It's like, ooh. It's kind of cool. I kind of like how the head feels like it's floating. Let's see. In the reference, it looks like the thigh's just sticking out like a cylinder. Kind of don't like that. Um, hmm. Maybe we could do something different and not follow it one to one. Something like this. So like, let's say, like the upper hip is there, or the upper pelvis, and it goes down. Maybe it's like the upper thigh, and then comes down like this. Like that. And then it comes down. Oopsie. Oh, they have a tail. I didn't even draw the tail. I might just stop it up here. Let's try erasing away some of the stuff here. See how it feels. Yeah, that feels better. Push that in more. This thigh is too thick as well. I'm gonna erase the guide stuff in there. Let's try drawing some of the shapes in from the reference one. Let's let this come in more. It's got like those types of shapes in it. I'm gonna make this more angled. Like this. Does that feel better? I think this can go up more. Does that feel better? I want to change his face more. Maybe I should not touch it anymore and wait for color. Just fix the legs. Let me try fixing one leg completely and then use it as a guide for the other leg, maybe. Maybe that'll help me. Let's try that. This already feels really long. Something like that. Now the upper thigh feels weird. Hmm. Wow, that's so long. Um, hmm. Hmm. That looks kind of bad. I think this looks bad here. I think this is supposed to be... I think it's supposed to be like this. And then imagine like this line here, maybe. And then I feel like the center line gets disrupted. Let's see. Maybe this comes higher. Hmm. Maybe this thigh is throwing us off as well. Chop away some of it. Well, you know what? I keep swapping colors. What if I just make them the same color? I think that's a really smart idea. So, color pick, swap, color pick. Now it doesn't matter if I actually swap colors. I think to help fix this as well, I think this needs to come over more. So imagine like the center line, kind of like right there. And then this disappears fast like that. I think that helps speed things up a bit instead of always accidentally swapping back. This line. Hmm. I kind of want this to match over here. Hmm. Maybe this angle's not good. And then this side, it's got things wrapping around like that. It's not as tall. Feels better. This looks huge. But I kind of don't mind. This cap feels weird. Japan has a lot of cool stuff happening in it. Let's see. There's like the thumb. This is like the main palm. And then this is like one of the fingers. Got another finger down there. And then this one's curving. And you got like the stuff coming off the wrist there. I think I need to shift this leg over more. I'm not sure. Let's try this. Oops, too long. Too thick of a line there. If we do this, and this line kind of comes down this way. I might weaken the eraser a little bit. Wait, where does this thigh thing happen? So the thigh thing happens. I think it starts like, uh, it starts inside, and it bulges out, and then I think we're like the leg. There's like a muscle that goes around the leg. It pulls it in like right there. Comes out like that, I think. And this is actually this what do you call it? This stocking's like emulating that shape. I don't know. I'm gonna erase the eraser again. Something doesn't feel right here, so let's see if we can fix that. So we made the legs a lot thinner and longer compared to the reference. So that's like that, and then it's gonna plump out. But I think it like, so this is the calf. I think I'm doing it wrong. Let me try to erase it back a little bit. I think the foot needs to come higher, so let's do that. Let's bring up the foot. think it should come up maybe right here, actually. Control. Click there. See how that feels. Raise a knee. Knees maybe up here. And the back foot's right here. Guys, I feel like my timer's... Oh, so we have another minute and a half. But I'm gonna go longer than that, but I just get an idea of how long 45 minutes was. Okay. That feels better. Oh my god. So generally the idea was to do a lot of heavy lifting with the color there. So the longer we stay in here, the more we redo basically. Kind of did most of the body, so generally happy with that. Something like this. Here's the timer. So that was about an hour, 45, maybe in 45 minutes, maybe an hour, because I was doing a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna like leave the wings pretty like undone, but I just want to see we could block some of it out here. Let's try to block this side out a little bit too. In our reference, oh, I forgot the tail. Let's see. The tail kind of comes down here. It's like an S curve. That. Has like a jagged bit to it. And then I'm gonna try to get sticker down there. Gets thin here. Gets thicker here. Something like that. The shape above the head doesn't exist. This curves more. Okay, so this shape happens. I think this comes down more. This is thicker. Uh, this foot has more of an angle to it. That's kind of funny. The old foot looks like a reflection on the floor. This angle is a little different here. That. This looks too big. It's kind of distracting, so I might not draw too big. Okay. I'm gonna save it. I kind of wanted to try drawing without giving this a alpha, but maybe that's a bad idea. Hmm. Let's try not. We can always add the alpha after too, so I'm gonna just do that, skip it. So we'll jump straight to color. Oh, you know what? Gotta save this. And then color layer. Gonna weaken the line layer a little bit. And then I'm gonna start coloring it here. I have a color here. Oh, that's weird. I don't have a place to put this pen. Oh, alpha's at white. Okay, I mean black, so we gotta switch that. So we'll replace it with white. There you go, that's what I wanted. And I'll save it again. So the problem is the color layer is white, so it's translating that and replacing the background. So that's, I think, when the alpha comes in play. But I'm gonna ignore that for now. I'm just gonna color. So I'm gonna pretend it doesn't matter right now. I'm also gonna paint with pressure alpha, so, or pressure strength, so it'll create like a watery watercolor effect, which is maybe not good, but it's like maybe not a desired effect all the time. But I'm kind of lazy to switch it right now, and I want to see how far I could push this. Save it and then reload it here. Oops. Hmm. Let's get a darker color. I think it's that dark saturated color here. Yeah. So this is gonna pop the chin forward. I'm trying to fill in all the blanks too. So I might bleed over some of the corners or the lines, but I'll paint it back after. Let's see. I'm gonna try to guess the skin here. Hmm. In our reference, the background's darker in value, so it makes the skin look lighter. But since we're drawing with the white background, can't really tell. I'm gonna let this chin be relatively arbitrary right now, like the separation. So I think it's gonna change again. So far with this process, it's more tedious because I have to like draw multiple strokes to blend to get a strong color. But it also creates like this cool a lot of gradients in the colors. So we're at 0.8 strength. Again, I'm not gonna get too concerned with like the separation there because I think I'm gonna be doing different colors. Like for example, I might go with like a darker purple here, more saturated. Yeah, like that for example. We'll like work that in. Yeah, like that. And then this whole area maybe. So again, we're kind of redefining the edges where they meet. So if I had spent a lot of time correcting it, then I would I would lose all of it. And I'll lightly press here to help blend it. I'm adding darker areas like where the form's turning. Let's see. Trying to unify some of the colors there. Okay. Let's add some more details with the faces. So this eyelash is darker. this. This upper eyelid's pretty dark as well. I mean, upper lip. Whoopsie. Hmm. Is that red? I think the eyes are too far apart. Let's save it and then swap it here. Yeah. So let's try fixing it in color layer here. So let's see what happens if I go eraser. Okay, cool. Erase that back. Let's color pick there. So I think this needs to come here. And then maybe here. And then this side. Chop this back more, like the outer face. The eyelash. Let's go 0.3, see what happens. Can colorize it after. It's like pink. In the reference, it's more red, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Let's go with a stronger color again, like 0.9 or something. I'm gonna bring this hair down further. And I might pull this back in more. This ear. Maybe I want it closer, right here. And the shape of it, like this. Feels better to me. Grab a skin tone and put it down here. It's got like a really brown yellow kind of for the armor. Let's put this color. It's kind of like a complementary to the purple. It's kind of interesting. Down there. So far, I like this method of not doing alpha yet. Maybe the alpha is like a cleanup thing, not like a thing I did before. I never really thought of it that way. What is this? It's 0.9. There's a lot of gray tones. I'll just go around and put this color right now, and then I'll come back. Let's see. Do this one. I'll let the shape be pretty crude. Because I didn't spend the time to like define it too much. Lots of cool angles in this. So there's like an S curve that's happening here. This comes up this way. Actually, I think it comes up here. Whoopsie. Save this. I should probably set a stopwatch so I can add time. Or actually, it doesn't matter because I'm streaming, so I could tell the time I spent on this. I think there's going to be a bit of fatigue with the artwork being blasted on like a white background, but eye fatigue. It's not too bad. Wait, this should be higher. The hand has some gold in it. Some gold over here. This is gold. Something feels weird here. Oh, we didn't draw the spikes or something, and I didn't draw the other side of this. So the shoes. Alright, let's go back with black, or like this dark purple. This will help the silhouette more. Be like the marker effect happening, where the strength of the brush is making overlapping areas show. But I'm gonna ignore it for now. I think it's gonna add some interesting texture or shape, like, yeah, later. We're trying to fill most of the empty spots and make sure there's no space between color separations. This isn't actually accurate. This one's probably more gray, but it's kind of in the ballpark, and it's also letting me pop the silhouette, so. What's happening in here? There's a bit of blue here. Then a lot of it's actually this yellow. In ours, we drew too much yellow here, I think. It's darker in there, though. It's like darker in there. It's like kind of dark in there. The shape's circular there. I'm trying to think, how can I get this? Like that. This is, he's filled up there, but the color's different though. Let's fill it with this gray color as well. Get the silhouette in there. It's this way. Comes out. Something like that. Let's try adding like a red saturation thing. Gonna add it here, like kind of more in the shadows. Here. The thigh. And here. Back there. Let's define this color. Let's make it more saturated purple. I guess one cool thing about this approach where I don't define the shape, the outer clipping, is, for example, like if I wanted to redefine this at this step I can. Whereas if I went in and did the alpha, it'd be a lot of work to like go back and forth and erase it, add it, erase it. And if I modified the color again, I might want to change. I don't know. It's like probably a little bit more work. So it kind of goes this way. That might not be correct though. Sure. Let's grab this color. Let's make it darker. Is that right? That inner one is dark. Darkness. There's purple stuff happening here. Oh, that's the hair. But it's like bounce light on there. Something like this. I should probably define the hues and things. I think it's more saturated than this, but I'm not going to do it right now. I probably should have drawn this first before the inner bones, because I'm going to paint over them. Wait, which one is this? Oh, this one's... Yeah. Oh well. I think this process takes longer to build up, but it feels like I have more control in some ways. It also feels more painterly, like when I overlap certain colors, I could see them blending right away, which I kind of like. And I have that extra control of like, if I wanted to quickly add like an extra darkness effect, I would just lift my pen and click again. So for example, I want this very darker. I just click, draw over it again. So I don't have to color pick, I don't have to do anything. I just draw over it again. So this side, we didn't draw the bones, so we're kind of free to like paint it without too much concern. Save. Kind of lazy. Let's see, it's like me zigzag filling. This one, because I had to draw between, I think I was more systematic. And this I was just filling a shape, so I ended up getting lazy. So that's kind of interesting. At first I was like, man, I gotta draw between these, it's more work, but then it forced me to kind of actively paint it with more depth, I guess, like how it would actually be. We would actually have to redraw on top of these again later anyways, because I think they're darker. Look how flat that looks. Okay. Maybe we should bring in the background now. Oh no, we can't, because it's all white. At that point, we would need the alpha mask, but I honestly don't. I don't want to, I don't want to mess with it, so. Let's go in closer, and then we'll see if we could clean up shapes and stuff. Let's weaken the line art layer. Colorize the lips here. Just adding some like more red tones here. Let's get rid of some of this makeup. Adding some more of the brow ridge there. Making the eyes more saturated. Let's get rid of this dark line. I'm gonna make this darker. I think it needs to be more red. Some more purpley hair. I'm gonna spread it around. Switch the color mode. Back to mix here. Let's see if I can do the highlight here. I might sell it more. It's kind of like this. Let's draw pretty small. I feel like that's too bright. It looks more saturated, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just want the value change from the lower part. Let's try and mix. I'm just gonna mix it all in one shape. Okay. So I'm letting the top kind of blend away. And I want the top to kind of still have darker sides. But I want to fix this. Wanted to go back here and redefine like the way this shape looks. What does that look like? Oh, wow, I actually turned this on. I don't know how. Was it Control D? I don't know how I turned it on. I didn't want it though. Trying to like fade it away as I draw it. Huh. I draw like super thin ones. Hmm. Actually, we're seeing less and less we're putting a lot of work into it and we're getting very little out of it. Let's see. I want to darken. I'm just gonna go in here, add eyeshadow, or the brow casting shadow. This is like the hair casting shadow. Maybe below a little bit, below the eyelid. Why am I... Oh, it's because of darken. It's like, what? That always bugs me out. What you see what's happening? Hmm, got this color. Hmm. What if I connect this? What happens? That feels okay. If I do that. I'm gonna draw this more angled, I think, down here. Gonna draw this more open. And some, and this here. Yeah. This one. Like that. What if I draw this? And then we could grab like white. Hmm. See if we can make this not muddy. Hmm. Let's try darkening in this area. Or actually, no. Saturate it first. Darken. Hmm. It still looks really muddy. Interesting how muddy it looks. I guess that's the effects of painting with opacity on the whole time. It'll also because we're working in such a small space. Yeah, we're super. We can't really add highlights, can we? Kind of. It's here. What's this? It's thin on the bottom, and it's thin on the top, then in the middle is thicker. Like that. Grab like a dark color. Saturate dark. And paint like areas. Here. Like a lighter gray here. Now I could just draw like some of these lines going in the direction of the hair. It's too dark. Too light. Too light. Too dark. Gotta make the eyebrows a little different in the reference. Gotta make this top part darker. Hmm. This shape right here. I'm gonna try to push these lines back more. Let me try to do that color. I think if I do screen, this side. I'm just drawing like a cylinder. It's kind of lost back there. And then I'm just kind of cutting some of the shapes away a little bit. It kind of works. Let's see, I'm gonna push this in. Kind of works. Yeah. It's kind of messy, but I think at one point I need to learn how to clean this up and make it like more uh oh, in our reference it goes here, but it doesn't happen. Just darken it like a shape. Just has a shape in there, which makes it more interesting. Hmm. Again, it's like just the shapes of things, making it more interesting. There's like a shape in here. Oh god. Actually, I want to wireframe it. Maybe this is the way this process works. Like it just stays. It's muddy when I first start, and I have to do this whole process of like blocking out stuff for it to work. Actually, paint this. So there's no whites. Angle is more round. It's around here. Oops. This angle. So it's round. And then it S curves like this. And then it's like a they call it pendant. Pendant right there. This curvature right here happens differently in our reference. There's another S curve here. That's interesting. That's like a highlight that I didn't intend. This arm looks funny. All the line work's gone. Uh, hmm. I think they're so close in the reference that it's actually blurring as well, which is funny. It's, my reference is getting pixelated by how close I'm looking at it. So I'm just drawing pixelation. Um, let's try to draw this plane change. That'd be interesting. So it has this shape happening. Okay. So on this piece, try to fill it more. Just like cleaning up more. So this piece has like a darker piece, a darker face right here. This. Where does it end? It ends like right here. This whole face here, yeah. I just fill it in. So there's like a plane change right there. That's cool. There's another plane change here. Like this. Oh, I messed up. In this area here. So this whole shape gets darker on this side. I just fill it in. Oh, I made my brush too small. Go so far. It actually kind of lets me follow the form more, I think, if I do that. This side's also darker. This happens here as well. It's almost like a triangle. See what happens on this side. So this kind of forms this way. And then it's this way. Let's draw up to the edge of that shape there. Fill it in. So you get that shape changing. This color, this one get longer. This area is really bad. Let's see if I could fix that. Just let it go up here. It's not really following the reference there. Let's just fill it in though, and then see how it feels. Fix the arm after. Feels better. This arm. Hmm. You have to do something like this, so it's not super weird. And then the hand actually kind of comes over like this. Hmm. Let's fix this lower part here. I kind of like this way of working. And you kind of get all this like noisy stuff happening in there. Some of it I can use as like reference or let's turn the form here, so I'm just gonna let's do a darken so I don't mess the color up next to it. Hmm. Like lighten it a bit more. Hmm. Do I want to add like highlights there? This color's wrong, but I want to experiment with making detail sharper. I'm not going to worry about the correct color right now. What if I darken this here? I like put a little dark value there. And then what if I add a white highlight on the edge? That. And then what if I add a splash following the form there? I think let me try doing a screen on it, see what happens. Problem is I can't lift my pen when I do this, otherwise it'll blow it out. It actually kind of works. Well, we just mix to blend it here. I use color grab and blend away the edges. Yeah, that kind of works. So screen for the metal reflections works really well. Let's see, maybe darker. We'll just start mix that in more. Yeah, that kind of works. It's actually really cool. I'm gonna blend that area away. Don't know what's happening there. I want this to be more saturated. Let's get color. Hmm. Oopsie. Let's try grabbing this dark color. Oh, it's gonna blend the hand away. It's okay. I'll let the hand blend away. I kind of don't like what I did with the hand anyways. Let's see, I'm gonna get rid of some of this here. I'm gonna let that be like some of the hair. Let's try to correct this one. This looks like spaghetti. I'm gonna darken it and thicken it. Oopsie. Snap, snap. Just darkening this area, which makes the surrounding area lighter. The surrounding colors lighter, like the purple lighter. It also I think yeah, it's pretty muted, so it makes it look more saturated too. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. This I don't want to do all the details. It's just a study. Okay, so I think it's thicker. One thing is the background's white, so we can't really do highlights because it's already blown out in the back, so bit of a we can't push the depth as much. Oh yeah, I never colored this area. Do that now. Get saturate color. This is actually really gonna make it pop. So we'll see what happens here. Or it'll pop that silhouette of the pelvis out, so we'll see what happens. Shape. Yeah, it's gonna get really dark in there. Yeah, so that was like a big missing piece. I feel like I learned a lot from this one. Kind of interesting how he chose different wrap with this one compared to the reference. Does that feel better? That shape? Or something like this? Does that feel better? A bit darker. Looking at like the leg separation line. I think where I had it before is better. Maybe this comes in more. Ooh, that jagged line was bad. The shape of this is more interesting than the reference. But what does it say though? The actual shape. Even if the shape's more interesting. I'm trying to make it more curvy. See if that helps it. Interesting. Is this curve too strong? What if I make it rounded? What if I left this like that? Kinda works. So this is like showing that the form is curving because it's darker. And there's like a space between. But we need it darker here. Hmm. This is too red. I feel like this area works well, but then oh, this is kind of bad. Makes sense. I want to try to see if I can get like a subsurface effect. So, what is that? Like, is that yellow? Like a bright yellow line? Let's see what it looks like. And then, like, blown out yellow? Or blown out red? Is that subsurfacey? Maybe it's not yellow, maybe it's more red. Just gonna experimenting. I'm gonna push it back. I don't know. This shape's not appealing to me. Maybe it ends sooner. It looks like it's the shape just gets lost. Let's see. This forces that leg. There's too much noise down there, so let's see if we can unify it more. Yeah, and this kind of merges together too. Which kind of can't be helped because it's like kind of like that in the reference. The silhouette of this kind of isn't very pleasing. Also, mine go too far down. Right, mine start later down the leg, but they're also longer or thinner. Hmm. I could purposely make this darker just to separate them. Okay, I think I learned enough from this one. It's pretty fun. I think one thing that we could have done better was in the color layer, if it wasn't filled with white, and if it was just transparent, then I could have used the background. So for example, if I go to the eraser, oh no, I can't. Never mind. I'm trying to think if there's like a blending mode that could do it. I kind of don't want to do it right now. But just as an example, it would be like this. Actually, that would probably cause troubles though. No, if I had just had an alpha transparent layer, then it would have worked. But then I could have used highlights, white highlights and stuff. But it's okay. It's whatever. I'm not gonna mess with this one. So let's go white. Take that back. Okay. I'm gonna say this one's done. It's pretty good. Take care.